Hello, this is Green Gimp. Welcome back. This is going to be part 7.2 of our playthrough. I ended up having to leave the planet we were on, and we traveled to... Where are we now? Umgard. Apparently our mercenary rating's not high enough to do 4 skull missions, so I traveled to a 3.5 skull planet, because we have to do some more missions before we pop the next storyline. So we traveled here. I did want to look at my mech warriors with y'all though, just to point out a couple key things. So,
waiting for orders.
Where'd he go?
Receiving orders. Yeah.
This guy? No.
Yes, Commander.
Perfect. Alright. So what we're doing now is I'm getting my gunnery and my tactics up. The important thing is going to be rank 9 tactics. You get called shot mastery, and you've seen the style of play I tend to do. I'm starting to gear my mechs to one-shot things, centers, and their cores. Well, called shot mastery gives you a bonus to do that. I don't actually know what the numbers are, but they're significantly good. That you do notice the difference. So we're going to start trying to get this on all of our mechs. I'm not too concerned with getting either of these passives. I do eventually want to cap out all my trees. However, these are the 2 important ones, and then it's getting gunnery and tactics up, at least in the playstyle we're doing. And with that being said, all my guys are spec'd basically the same, right? Bulwark, evasiveness. Getting these 2. The other trees have really good abilities. However, this is a first-time player's walkthrough. I think these are just so brokenly strong compared to the others that's what I'm doing. I do encourage you, though, to experiment with the other abilities, because breaching shot's really cool. It's kind of more of a PvP thing, but it's still cool ability. Multi-shot's cool, all that. But I just wanted to highlight that. That's what we're doing with our characters for the most part. And then we'll look in the engineering. This is where we're at. I got the 2 mech bays. I'm going to have to get the training number 2 and then 3 and 4 eventually, but it's not that big a deal. The big thing was getting these. After that, you just kind of go through your tree when you got the money. With that being said, I'm down to 1.6 mil. If I need money, I've got like 20 mechs I can sell, so I'm not too worried about that, but we will eventually probably sell some, maybe not. And with that being said, we did capture the catapult. Turns out it doesn't actually do what the Orion does better than the Orion. I thought it would, but it doesn't. I forgot it was 65 tons, so it just can't quite fit it. Now, it could actually fit 2 LRM-20s, but I'd have less armor, so why bother? But with that being said, we're going to jump into a mission and start getting our farm on. So, we're going to take the 3.5 skull battle in the Lowlands. Hopefully we'll get a good mech, and let's jump in. Alright, we are jumping in. And I went ahead and put my pilot that has the Tactics 9 in the Highlander, because he's going to be my guy with the best chance to one-shot things. So I want him to have the called shot mastery. We're just kind of sprinting up. You'll notice I try and when I sprint, do my group really fast all together. The reason for that is when you engage, when you discover enemies, if you get too close to one, it'll actually start the initiative. And like one of your guys could be stuck back here because you didn't tell him to move fast enough, and so he starts the combat behind. So I tend to kind of like move them all pretty quickly, because right there I don't know if I got my last guy off.
Hostile on sensors.
I didn't, but luckily he can still go. But in that case, if I hadn't clicked and we were too close, this guy might not be able to move. Actually, he didn't. See how he's caught in the initiative here? Let me see. Oh, no, it's going to let us do it. Good. But sometimes initiative will kick in, and he'll be stuck back here. So, alright, looks like this is just a lance of heavies, which is a little unfortunate, but Although they do sometimes mix an assault in with the heavies. But that's a Thunderbolt, so we don't have one of those. It's worth capturing. These are good missile carriers too, but our Orion's doing a decent job, so I'm not too worried about it. We are going to reserve, see if this guy wants to move forward, do the work of moving for us. He actually tagged us pretty good there.
Oh, I hate these guys.
Alright, Jaeger mechs you're generally going to want to target down quickly. They're kind of fragile, but they almost always have a decent amount of offense to them. They're basically glass cannons, so they're easy to kill, and they do a lot of damage, so it makes it a really good first target. So with that being said, we're going to see if the Highlander's able to jump to a good shot here. That's a really good shot, but I want to see if he can jump to the... Yep, he can jump to the same one and get cover, so we're going to do that. I would sacrifice the cover for the better shot, so keep that in mind. And we are going to Precision Strike, going for the one shot here. He's got cover, so if the AC and the large laser both hit the center, I'm probably going to get it. If one of them misses, I probably don't get it.
Let's see how you like this.
Alright, I can't tell if we're hitting the center or the left torso.
Show them what you got.
Looks like... Oh, did we get the kill? I think we got the kill. I didn't see center torso displayed, but sometimes I've noticed when you hit the ammo, it'll just kill them, and it counts it as a kill. Like, it counts it as a center torso kill, but you don't see the center torso displayed. I don't know if that's a bug or if it's intentional. I don't know what causes that. So if anybody knows, throw that in the comments. I'd love to know myself. But, alright,
Good to go.
you know what, we're going to jump this grasshopper up,
Roger that.
because he can get into cover, and we'll just blast away. Didn't quite do enough that I think I can one-shot him with my other grasshopper. So I'm going to move this guy into cover, and we'll take the LMR shot. And I'm doing it in this order because I might spend a called shot here to try and core this guy out, but I want all my shots that aren't called shots to happen first to let me know if it's even worth doing a called shot, if that makes sense. So... See, I can't do 100 or 203 damage to his center torso. It's just not a thing I'm capable of doing. So we're not actually going to. We're just gonna... That's good enough. He'll get cover and 90% shots. We'll just jump him here and shoot.
I'm on it.
One of the reasons I really like these grasshoppers is that you're able to get enough...
Enemy down.
Again, we apparently blew up the ammo, but we didn't kill the core. So I'm wondering if you actually get the mech on those. I very rarely did that in my first playthrough because I was playing a slightly different style, so that didn't happen. So I'm curious to see. But as I was saying with the grasshoppers, I really like them in this setup the more I play with them, because they're able to jump, fire their full volley, and do that like multiple turns in a row without having too much heat issue. So very nice, very nice. I like this a lot. I didn't play with these in my first playthrough, so I'm enjoying what they're capable of. That's a 70 ton there, and this is a I think he's only a 65. I have a great shot there, so we're going to jump him into cover. But I want to see what this guy... That's another grasshopper. But he's got brace. You know what we're going to do? We're going to turn off this laser, and I'm going to try and shoot this guy. I'm going to try and leg this guy. With my current setup, I think legging him is probably the easiest way to capture him. Or not to capture him, but I killed this guy. So if I can leg him, I'll get 2 pieces. And I don't rarely leg things, and I haven't done it yet in this playthrough. So, you know, why not?
Commander?
Alright, so...
Receiving you.
We're going to fire this volley here. This will knock him over. I was hoping that the Highlander would just blow his leg off. I didn't get enough damage in there, but we knocked him over. Now this will let us have called shots. So we're going to let our grasshoppers jump forward. And this is where our machine guns are really going to help us with the legging. Because notice it's only 30%, so it's very hard to hit, but the machine guns, they help a lot.
Yes, Commander. Engaging jump jets.
We will turn off a couple lasers, or one laser, because I don't want to overheat. Okay, so we got a leg.
Critical hit, Commander.
He has no shot right here. Oh wait, he's not up yet. So this grasshopper will go for the other leg. We're going to turn off a few lasers so I can cool off some heat, because I only need 1 laser to hit or 2 machine guns. So cool, so we got both legs. So if we only have 3 parts, that means the first guy only gave us 1. If there's 5, it means we got 3 from that first one. Alright, I kind of want to move this guy, just to give him some evasion. And we'll put a full volley.
Standing by.
Oh wow, so he is basically fine. Just gonna rotate and fire. Yeah, I like that we can fire 6 lasers without gaining heat. That's really nice. And then our big boy, we'll just core him out. That is a kill.
Target eliminated.
I'd be perfectly content with the mission ending here, which it did. Good. Anytime you could basically get a few good mechs like that, I mean, at least in my opinion, I just root for the mission to end so we can get on to the next thing. We took 1 head injury, which kind of sucks, but no big deal. Yep, so that first guy, it counts as corium, whatever. So we'll take the one Thunderbolt, and then we'll look for weapons. I don't see anything particularly great sticking out to me. But you know what? That is worth taking, I think. Because I don't have any TTSs yet, so it's worth taking a few, even if they're +2s. Especially when the rest of the salvage isn't that great. I think I might take the LMR-10 because it's got the +1 damage, and we're lacking that. So, we got a couple more mech parts, so that's cool. But, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be right back in the next episode to do the next side mission. So, I'm Green Gimp. You guys have a good one.